Okay, so 3:31 a.m. on 4th of September, and it's a Thursday. And I was just scrolling through some reels, and there was a reel about, you know, something called a like wrap drive. Okay, so what it basically is that you move together with the space, which is faster than light, and it happens because the universe is expanding. But what I have thought about is that universe isn't expanding. Like the reason we think that the Big Bang occurred 13 point some billion years ago is because the farthest we can see is 13.8 billion light years ahead from Earth, which is also known as the observable universe. Okay, but what if the universe is just too big and there we have not yet comprehended, as honestly speaking, because the further we look, the further we think it's expanding. But what if it's already at a given limited size, but we haven't been able to, you know, actually meet the end as we have never thought about it? What if it's something like, you know, suppose you're in a dark room that spans over 100 kilometers. Just imagine, hypothetical room. You have a light, or maybe you have a laser. Once you point in any direction, like so you're in the center of the room, and in any direction you point it from, it's like 100 kilometer radius. So no matter how much you push it, all you can see is the light going up to 1 kilometer. So you believe that the room's size is only 1 kilometer, but that's not the case. And what you do is you move forward in the room in a particular direction, and you go ahead, and go ahead. And then you come to realize that, man, I've traveled more than a kilometer long ago, but the light, the point, still shows me that there is another kilometer ahead. And then you do that till you come till the 99th, you know, 99th kilometer. And you were like, you know what, let's just give up instead of trying and maybe finding the boundary, as you have decided that this room is actually just expanding instead of having a fixed radius. And maybe what if in the same situation is about our planet, like, sorry, it's about our universe. Well, there have been things such as multiversal theories, and there are some ways to, actually give a solid proof, not a proof, but a solid point about the multiple universes actually, exist. But what I'm talking about is how vast our universe is. I'm not trying to get into another universe. What I'm thinking of is, what if there is something beyond the 13.8 billion light year, you know, span of this universe? There might be unexplainable things. In fact, let's honestly think about it. 13.8 billion light years is nothing but the distance that light travels in a single year is known as a light year. And the speed of light is 200 and something, around 300 million, 200 million kilometers per second, something as such. I'm not sure of it. I forgot about it. Do not judge me. But so let's see. Now we travel at the speed of light and we are immortals, so we can, go ahead for 13.9 billion. And then when we end up at the 13.9 billion mark, we end up just seeing that, oh, there's more 13.9 billion years ahead. And what I have also thought about is 13.9 billion, you know, light years of span in any direction from Earth. And water has come from asteroids. And the Earth had its like atmosphere because of different asteroids, right? How can we not think that the same situation might have happened at another celestial body or at another planet, right? It can be possible because we are seeing only through time. The nearest sun from our sun is around 4 billion sorry, 4 light years away from us, okay? Which is basically around the distance, which is approximately 4 years for light to travel. So what we see is 4 years in the past. And that solar system might not have been or might have been affected by life, at least maybe in a planet or two. But come to think of it, 13.9 billion light years of span, and God knows, like infinite number of suns, infinite number of solar systems, infinite number of galaxies. How can we not be the only ones in the universe? And you might not think of it as, much because our lives are already too hectic. Just imagine you take birth, you are made to study as a normal middle class person. You're made to study, you're made to go to college, you're supposed to get a job or maybe become a businessman, earn money. But aren't there things ahead of these things? One day in future, Earth's gonna end. Not someday soon, but one day. And we will probably have our, multiple generations. Don't you think they might be able to travel across the universe, wrapping the space around itself? What if we cross the boundaries of a universe? What if we go ahead of the universe? Is it just in simulation, or is there someone playing with these universes? Extra dimensions, not the dimensions of this earth. No space and time. No 3 dimensions, 4 dimensions, 5 dimensions, 6 dimensions. Probably 10 dimensions. Maybe that's what we think are gods. What we think supernatural powers are might be just, a daily life things for them in their respective places. Life is too unpredictable. Maybe one day we'll uncover the truth. Maybe one day our lives will not just be towards money, power, fame. Maybe it'll go to a greater cause. We have lost countless people. Everyone has lost someone close to them at one point or another. Because I feel like time is not something that goes in a straight line. It more of a, it is more of a loop. Everything has happened for infinite times. People talk about the Big Bang, 13 point, all that bullshit. What if it repeats? What if we die? What if the timeline resets to the day we were born again and we relive the moment, but with nothing in our minds? We turn out to be the same people all the time. We turn out to do the same things. Honestly, it might be possible that I have already done this voice note for God knows infinite amount of times. I'm just so flabbergasted by the fact that, you know, there are so many things out there that we don't know about. In fact, in Earth itself, we have barely explored the ocean, around 5%. Earth itself. Imagine the creatures living in the depth. Imagine a different world compared to ours. Imagine a world where people aren't affected by things with called currency or trade. Imagine someone watching over us all the time. We might think they're gods, but they just might be someone that isn't a god or a demon. What if we are like ants compared to them? What are black holes? You don't know the characteristics of black holes. People have never seen one. There might be countless theories and countless different proofs, but all these proofs are useless until we test these things. I want to be one of the people who crosses the boundaries of the universe. I want to understand what's beyond our galaxy or our universe. I want to know who's out there and what is out there. I I believe in something called aliens. I believe in something called gods. Not your typical God, Allah, Bhagwan. No, not those, but higher dimensional beings. Why do we believe that there's only three dimensions? Why can't there be fourth? Why can't there be no negative? If everything has a positive, then why can't it have a negative? Maybe a completely opposite version of mine or yours, or people measuring in negative, people living upside down. Just think about it. There might be so many different possibilities. People talk about having multiple universes. Man, explore the universe, explore the galaxy first. For the fact that we can only travel till Mars, and that too, no human has done it till now. Elon Musk, so-called, trying for it. God knows what's gonna happen, but I just wanna see what's beyond our capabilities right now, or I wanna see what's there. What was there in the ancient times? How did people know about different planets? For example, Hinduism itself, like how were people supposed to know that there were nine planets while we having the technology were doubtful about Pluto being a planet or even existing. at some point of times. I believe there's something greater, something beyond our comprehension, which science cannot explain yet. But I do want to follow the path of science. I don't know. I don't think I can become a scientist or an, astronaut that travels to space, gets into a black hole, just time flies by, and you never know. What I want to know is it possible for us humans to just forget about all the stupidness? I want to live. I want to know the secrets. I want to understand people. I want to make people know that life isn't worth it if you're just going to fight amongst yourselves. Do the greater, do the better. There's a lot ahead we don't know. There might be millions of other planets hoarding lives right now. Maybe ancient to us, or maybe too advanced for us. There might be aliens, but they don't want us to see them. And if they have the capabilities of such a futuristic, space travels, then they probably will have the technology to keep themselves hidden. And there might be a reason for it. Maybe us humans, as a species, who are not able to live amongst themselves, who have wars going on, who cannot agree to one particular thing. There's not a single topic that the whole 8 billion population of our world, Earth, can agree on. One thing. Honestly speaking, even if I tell someone that I need oxygen to breathe, that every human needs oxygen to breathe and live, there'll be someone or the other that's going to point out a different mechanism. And that's just going to be stupid. If we conflict within ourselves, how are we supposed to understand the depths of universe itself? Forget about universe, man. About the galaxy itself. People are so focused on future that they forget to see the present. People are so stuck up in the past that they are not able to think about the present. I don't want to be the one that gets stuck in the time loop. I want to go beyond it. I want to see beyond it. I want new possibilities. I just don't know. There are so many things to think about, and yet us over here are just begging for money, are greedy for money. Everyone's greedy for money, man. Even if you need to survive, you need money to survive. Let it be food, let it be water. No, nothing's for free, man. Everyone wants to live, and that live makes you greed. A beggar is greedy, and a businessman is greedy. A billionaire is greedy. The people beyond whom we know, who are behind everything, are also greedy. But I don't know, why don't people have the same greed for knowledge, for beyond? I don't want to learn the things that we already know. I want to be one of those people who tells others that there is something else that you don't know, that nobody knows. I want to see into the future. I don't want to think about it. I want to live it. I want to embrace it. I want to find things. I want to know things. What happens? What happened? What caused the Big Bang? Honestly speaking, that is the only reasonable explanation how a universe is found. We just assume there was a blast and everything just happened. We had suddenly elements and life. But what was that explosion about? What was all this about? I just don't understand for the fact that humans are so petty. Honestly speaking, even I am. I'm always looking for a way to find money, to earn money. Let it be for me to waste on things that I want. Let it be for my mom and my brother to live. For any reason, I want to go beyond it. I want to dive into the depth of the futures. I want to understand. I want to learn. I want to know something that nobody knows. I want to be someone that tells everybody what's actually happening out there. Or maybe within ourselves, quantum realms, wormholes, black holes, universe, multiverse, different timelines, time looping, time travel, man. Would it be considered time travel if I actually had gone near a celestial object whose mass is so great that it makes a hole within the time space graph itself? What if there is something out there waiting for us to evolve? What about all the energy there is in this universe, and yet people are dying here of cold, hunger, unemployment? Microsoft's new quantum chips are gonna revolutionize every single thing. We are going to evolve with it. But when is all this gonna happen? It might take centuries. I'm not sure whether I'm gonna live for a century. There is so much left to uncover, so many theories, so many secrets. Everything's hidden. We just need to unravel it. I don't know when I can do that. I hope when I grow older in the future, I should be able to fight for these secrets for myself. I want to tell the world the truth, what actually happens. I just want to live life. I want to know, I want to learn, I want to know every single thing. I want to know each and everything. I want to use my brain to 100% capacity. I want to know, I want to be able to predict the future. I want to know every single thing. I hope someone hears this and helps me get into the right track. where I'm amazing in life. Thank you. But there might be many instances of whatever I said might be wrong, but I just need someone to guide me. Please help me. Thank you.